Welcome to the Salmon Runs YouTube. Enjoy the video.
You start by confirming virtualization support in BIOS and enabling it. This is non-negotiable. Once done, install your hypervisor, Hyper-V for native integration or VirtualBox for flexibility, and download the guest ISO. Make sure you allocate sensible resources, at least 4 GB RAM, multiple CPU cores if available, and a fixed-size VHD of adequate size. Don't skip reserving disk space. It prevents fragmentation. You're beginning the VM lifecycle correctly, so later steps run predictably and fast. You now create the virtual machine and configure core hardware. Choose the correct OS type and set CPU and memory to match your host capacity. Oversubscription will slow both. Attach the ISO and pick UEFI or legacy boot depending on the image. UEFI supports secure boot. Configure networking. Use NAT for safe internet access or bridged for LAN visibility. Add a virtual hard disk, enable snapshots for rollback, and set up shared folders so you can transfer files between host and VM. You complete installation and then immediately install guest editions or integration tools. They provide drivers, clipboard, and folder sharing. After setup, tweak display resolution, input capture, and power options for a smooth experience, and once stable, create a snapshot to preserve this baseline. If something goes wrong, first verify BIOS virtualization, confirm the ISO checksum, and inspect VM firmware choices like UEFI versus legacy. Recreate the VM with different settings if persistent errors occur. That isolates config.
Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing if we helped you.